Hey everybody there in the Galactic Space Tube, I am here again, and this time inside a brand new Krait Phantom. We are going to be taking a look at this one. The commander is out on the station. I've got a few minutes with it, so let's take a look. Now, this being a DeLacy ship, it's a lot more utilitarian than the Mamba that we just looked at last, but I have got to say I love the red motif that they have going on in this. This is not usual for DeLacy. They are very utilitarian, so I really like that they added a little bit of splash of color just for giggles. Let's take a look at the rest of the ship here. So I really love the visibility in this ship. I can really see the entire docking bay. I can see everything around me. You can take a look here at the holo display, the typical DeLacy holo display, but if you look underneath, it is hydraulically activated. You see those hydraulics back there. So this will move with the ship as you're bumped around. That is really neat. Sometimes you're getting thrown around with the seat. You really can't stay lined up with your holo display. That is really neat about that. I love it. So we've got our vessel ID here at the front. What do we have today? We have 1995-03-09. Seems like maybe somebody's birthday. BTF GRHNR 146TB. We've got a JTC 1995 XD. A lot of push to open panels here in the front here. We've got a small little certification or designation. I see 9 light years, 55. It's a little hard to read, but nice little DeLacy certification label here. Now we've also got a small little panel here. I passed the keep clear. I'm going to try to keep clear from here. We've got an N2S plug-in port right here. Those are very useful. I love that DeLacy keeps these out in the open instead of having to go back behind a panel. A lot of the Gudamaya ships, a lot of the other manufacturers like to hide all that stuff away. But of course, DeLacy puts everything where you can see it all. Very easy to work on, which is why I love DeLacy, which is why I'm sponsored by DeLacy and I work for them. So this is great. Have some cables, cable management, just panels in front of them. Have a few more displays that are, again, a little hard to read in this DeLacy, but we've got displays right here, little covers for them. Max weight, 56.56. I'm not sure what unit that is. HTRE 125, 145, and then you've got the JTC 1995 XD again. A wonderful FD. Panels in the case of an emergency, exactly what to do. Removable panels for access, very easy to get to all the time in a DeLacy ship. Taking a look up above us here, we have some push to open panels again, displaying all the conduits and panels, which I always love. Let's get up on this chair again and take a look what we've got up here. So we have our cable management, quite good in the DeLacy's as usual. Let's see the cables running down here. You've got your conduits, got your running lights. So behind these panels here, you can also see some of the wires back there, all neatly tucked away. We have our vents. We have a few more cables running down the side here. More access panels. I am going to fall. Gotta get down now. Alright, so moving to the back of the ship a little bit, you can see that I've got some nice panels here. Easy to access as usual. I always say it so much. One of the reasons I love DeLacy. Everything is easy to access, easy to fix, easy to work on. Got your max weight designations again. A small access panel here with a little keypad, some little switches and dials. Always love the little details here. Looks like another small speaker here for speaker display or speaker system. Now if I crawl up here, got F&D text. Another small designation. A lot of the labels and designations are a little hard to read on this ship, but just the way things are shown on this ship. We have a few more little canisters, caution canisters. I don't know if these are, he's got power cells stored here, or maybe small bits of cargo, something for him to maintain. I'm not sure. A couple extra little looking like audio speakers here again. A
I love this dual-layered window. Not sure if we want to have an opening window when we're out in space all the time, but I do appreciate that it can be replaced in pieces instead of having to do the entire thing. See a lot of the exterior bulkheads right outside the ship here, which is really fantastic all the time when the weapons are deployed. Looks really nice. All right. Now, one of the coolest parts of this ship, of course, is the back of the cockpit. Look at everything back here. This is some really cool stuff over here. One of the things I really like, if you take a look up at the panels up here, let's go up these steps here. And now if you look, these are actually glass panels here. Now you think you have exposed wiring and things like that, but of course DeLacy doesn't do that. You can still see the wiring, but you've got your glass panels on front of it covering it all up. So you get the best of both worlds with that. I really love the details like that. Now back here, what have we got? We have some of our rear displays here that you can see. You can see the really good visibility. Even from back here, it's actually not that bad. You can see, you know, you won't be fighting area doing any combat from back here, but you've got a great overview of everything going on around you while you're at your stations. So we have some, again, these are a little hard to read on this ship, but different kinds of graphs and outputs showing all the different things that are going on with the ship and inside and outside. And 2S plugin 1.23. You've got door access, you've got airlock 1 and airlock 2, which are right over there. We'll get to in a second. You've got, looks like massage of the day. I don't know if that actually says message of the day. That may say massage of the day. Hey, it's a brand new ship. Just still some firmware updates that need to be made, right? Taking a look at the other side of the ship here. Again, some really cool readouts over here. Now, when you take a look at these kinds of displays, let's see. No, they're still kind of hard to read again. This is regular DeLacy holo glass, as you can see. But the resolution's a little low. So, you know, the commander's in having his ship worked on. So, I mean, that's one of the things that we would do as a repair and inspection technician is that, you know, I'll work on this resolution and try to get that improved a little bit. You know, we want to tweak that and make sure the ship is in tip-top shape. So it's one of the things I'll do. We'll work on that and get that a little bit sharper. See different kinds of almost like heat graphs, external and internal readings. Again, hard to read on this particular ship, but we'll work on that. Alpha unit, beta unit. Got a countdown. Very cool stuff on this ship. Again, you can see the glass panels covering up the wiring. So your wiring's covered, but also visible. Best of both worlds. I do love it. Front bulkhead, as you can see. All the cables are exposed, but managed. Some more canisters on this side. A couple more displays. You know, I do want to see those panels over here. Let's take a look at these over here. You've got kind of the same as on the port side over there. You've got your little access panel, your switches, your buttons. Very neat, though. Very cool, very cool. I do love the cable management. Again, kind of disappointing that the labels and designations are a little too blurry to read on this ship, but still very cool nonetheless. Let's take a look at this neat back display, shall we? This is one of the coolest parts of the ship here. Now you also notice that the commander has one of his access ports down, stuck in maintenance mode. See, this one here is up. This one is down. This is actually one of the reasons he came in. He wanted to have that checked out, so we're going to work on that. But as you can see, it's just one of the access ports down in maintenance mode, and we'll get that taken care of. But as you can see, let's take a look at the display here. See, once again, unfortunately, a little difficult to read, but you can get different kinds of tactical displays. You've got a space station here, you've got different readouts of things that are going on outside the ship as well as inside. You've got the star, the station. Finally, we have something that's a little bit more visible. Another interesting ID here, folks. 011-5837-1992. Got your drive unit view, threat levels, MCAP, operational efficiency, TTWR, temperature, coolant, reservoir amounts. Probably different readouts for that particular nacelle.
You've got the same thing on this side, different readouts. We've got a Galnet view. Very neat, very neat. Now this I really like about the ship here. Yeah, now usually, again, even on DeLacy ships, they usually like to keep their avionics systems, you know, tucked off in a corner or hidden on a lower deck, but here you're right on the bridge and you can get access to your avionics and work on your systems and make repairs and modifications as you go. So I really like that they put this right on the cockpit. Fantastic. It's really great. You can get access to everything. All the different bays. Got a fire suppression system here. A CO2 fire suppression system, as you can see. In case of an emergency with your explanations of what to do. Another ID displaying on this panel here. Krait Mark II. It's your wonderful DeLacy logo. Let's take a look at this back one here. I do love this one here. Got that countdown again, alpha and beta. Room 6. You can see that. Got HPF chat. Room 1, Room 2, Room 3. So this is like chats between all the different, possibly passenger bays that he's got set up right now. So he's going to be able to communicate with all those guys. Got a starport uplink here. So this guy is probably outfitted for passengers right now. It's kind of cool that he took his brand new ship, wants to show it off. Got a view of some of the internal systems here. Again, one of my favorite things about DeLacy is that, I keep saying it, I love it. You can access everything easily. No crawling around to get to things. I want to see what's going on with these systems. I can just look. I don't have to take a panel off. It's fantastic. Some caution markers up there again. Guys, a little too blurry. Got another view here. All our different external readouts. We have an airlock that is well sized. So, unlike the Mamba, you can get right out. Don't have to duck down. It's great. So again, one of the coolest things I love about these kinds of ships are the personal touches. So if you take a look over here on the back side, that would be the starboard side. What do we see here? I love he's got a little drink bottle and a little puzzle cube stored in here. You know, you're out in the black, what are you going to do? You got to do something. Got some spare parts over here. This one is open. Something must have fallen out somewhere. Or maybe he grabbed that before he went out onto the station. I love the puzzle cube. I love the water bottle, drink bottle. Got some spare straps. These do tend to break in the DeLacy, so I love that they actually included this. That's great. Don't have to go buying them. A few extra controls and buttons here. They do like to use physical buttons and switches on DeLacy a lot versus panels. Fantastic details. You can also see that he's got his hardpoint catalog loaded up here. He may be picking up new weapons while he's here on the station. If that's the case, that's something we'll also be modifying for him. Page 45 of 79. Quite a few for him to look at. Again, another view of some of the equipment rooms, which is always fantastic from a technician's point of view. I want to know what's going on in there. I can tell with a quick glance. And with this glass, I can do that. And the same on this side. We've got these feeder ports covered up nicely, but still visible. Fantastic. And guys, that is the Krait Phantom, the overview of the rooms that we have access to. So, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed taking a look at a ship that is brand new, off the line. And like I said, it does still need some work. Those displays need to be tweaked a little bit. You need to be able to see those things a little bit better, but hopefully that's everything for today. Thanks, everybody.